Hello and welcome Slashers, not Gripped here, and welcome back to my channel. We're here, guys. We are here a day before the initial release for the Child's Play remake. Actually, today, for those of you lucky people, including myself, early showing. That is right, guys. I will be seeing an early showing today, as of this video. I thought that since we've had this long journey of doing videos on this remake, I think it's about time that we kind of have a retrospective kind of video where we kind of talk over everything that's happened throughout last year and this year, because we've had quite a crazy journey. I did a video that I released before the day that Colt came out, and I'm doing a video just like it with this one, but instead I'll be looking over everything that we've discussed, because my god, you guys know that I used to hate this remake. I despised it. I didn't like the idea for it. I was like, what the hell is this? I was not excited for it initially. I'm just saying that this reboot, I'm not too excited about it. You know, I think I might have to go play Psychonauts to get this shit off my head. You know, MGM, I'm really tired of your reboot crap. So you know what? I'm gonna get my mind off of it with some Psychonauts. I think MGM just straight up hates me because I would pretty much rag on it. Like, I would make fun of it every chance I get, and most of the time I was just joking. Sometimes I was pretty serious about what I was saying. I was like, you know, I don't like the way this looks because of this, but then I also praised the way that Chucky looked when they revealed the way he looked, kind of like what they did with Pennywise for It 2017. I was like, actually, this design isn't half bad. Now, you guys know from watching the videos that I'm up for this reboot. I think it's a bad idea, but I will tell you something that isn't a bad idea. Disappearance. Now, to be honest, it isn't all that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I actually kind of like it. It looks pretty cool. In some aspects, it's kind of true to Chucky, so I don't have an issue with the appearance. I think it actually looks pretty badass. And then there were like different like behind the scenes images and different like camera angles of Chucky. And actually, you guys might know that I did a video talking about a leaked image of like a buddy doll inside of a box, and then there's like other things. It was like, you know, background props, that kind of thing, and I made fun of it throughout the whole entire video. And MGM didn't seem to really like what I had to say, so they copyright struck that video, and I did a whole rant video on it. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna hop into it. I want to talk about MGM because they fucked up. You guys know that I recently posted a video of me talking about some leaks that were posted, and fucking MGM took it down. We see films and other people posting this shit and they're fucking intact, and I want to just get this off my chest because I'm fucking sick of this company. Like, they're fucking up. So this is, I'm not the only one that they've done this to. Chucky Fan 101 got his Instagram removed because of this bullshit, and a few other people got their channels removed and got strikes and stuff. But, you know, the thing is, I don't understand. They don't have to take videos down, because you see, I posted leaks of other stuff before and I've been fine, and it's just MGM and they don't understand. I think it's really fucking unfair, and I really appreciate if they fucking removed that strike and brought back my video, because other people are posting the picture. Why can't I? What? I can't fucking post it? Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, these other people have showed the leaks in their videos. They showed it for longer than me. I showed it for like a couple seconds, and that's it. But yeah, I guess that's enough for them to strike my fucking channel and remove my fucking video that I worked really hard on. I'd really appreciate it, MGM, if you brought back my fucking video and took off the fucking strike because everyone else is fine. They're all fine. Apparently, I can't fucking do leaks, but other people can. Other people do videos on leaks, but I fucking can't. Please explain that to me. It makes no fucking sense. The rant video is privated, by the way, because I eventually got over it, and the strike isn't on my channel anymore because, it just ran its course. It's not there anymore. But nonetheless, I made fun of it. Some people were backing me, some people weren't. I actually got some backlash because of the whole situation. Some people were like, well, I mean, you talked crap about it, so you deserved it. And it's not the fact that I talked crap about it. It's the fact that MGM went out of their way to do what they did because I was just being honest. And overall, if they can't handle honesty, then what are they even doing in the film industry? So you're saying I deserve to get copyright struck for, some pictures, some really bad pictures that possibly aren't even going to have a full impact on the film because what I'm hearing, they're going to, alter them, do CGI. So what does it even matter? But through all of this, I realized how split the community is ever since this remake got announced. We have our fans who love, the original franchise, with Don Mancini. Then there's people who hate Don Mancini and the original franchise and just despise it. And all of these people crawled out of the shadows after this remake was announced. And then there's people who love the franchise no matter what and will even give this remake a chance. But, I know quite a bit of people who hate the remake as well. Like I said, I used to hate it. I've come around to liking it. I'm more hyped for it now. I hope it's good. If it's not, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to bash the fuck out of it. But if it's good, then I'll praise it. And I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping I could go into the movie with, because I've been hearing a lot of good things. So my expectations are a bit higher now. So I am expecting a really good movie. And if they can succeed in proving us fans wrong, who have been trash talking the movie, then good, I hope they do, because I want to see a Chucky movie be profitable in theaters as much as any fan does. Whether it's the Chucky we grew up loving or not, remake or not, I hope it still does good so people see that yes, Chucky can be very profitable. And fuck that bitch Annabelle, because Annabelle is coming out around the corner, and the reason that I have to go out of town is because of that bitch, probably. Because she is going to my theater, but Child's Play isn't. I have to go out of town to see this remake, so, fuck that bitch Annabelle. I'm gonna go see Child's Play. I'm gonna support that movie. Screw Annabelle. She's boring. I mean, if you like the Annabelle films, then good. That's fine. But personally, I think the movie's just... they're one of the same thing. Like, they're just cookie cutter paranormal movies. There's really not much to them, But I'm getting off track. I'm very sorry, guys. I don't really care for Annabelle that much. But I wanted to mention that through this remake, we got the rise of YouTubers such as 3C Films.
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris, and let's just get right to this beautiful photo that got me jumping out of bed with some morning wood.
Which, shout out to him, even though he doesn't need a shout out from me, because I mean, he's pretty big, but you guys probably already know who he is, but pretty much, he's another Chucky content creator. I'm not too sure where he's going to go with the Chucky content after this remake, but he became really popular after making a video on the remake, and he just kind of skyrocketed. His channel just got really big. He's like, I think at one point he's at like 400 subscribers. He's like around 400 subscribers, that kind of thing. He ended up passing me, he ended up passing Josh. He got really successful, and what blew my mind even more is that on Chucky Do's Live, he said that I was an inspiration to him, and that meant so much to me.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I probably wouldn't do this if it wasn't for Nightmare, because I followed him during the Cult days. I would watch his videos because I was really excited to see Cult to Chucky. So whenever they announced the remake, I was like, well, I'll just see if I can do like Nightmare.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, and that makes me feel really good because, like, I get told a lot how like people are inspired by like my videos, and it's amazing to see that someone who's inspired off of like stuff that I did is like now like has a lot of subscribers and stuff and is thriving.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Thank you,
great,
goodness.
man. Yeah, I'm really happy for you, man. You have earned
Thanks.
your spot as Chucky boy, man.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
It's just really heartwarming to me that a lot of people like him, and then there's like Chucky Fan 101 who's also hit 1,000 subscribers. You know, YouTubers like that, they're inspired by my content, and because since I've influenced them, they're doing Chucky content of their own, and they're really thriving, and it means a lot to me. But I forgot to mention, there's also Jimmy Champagne. I think there's a few other people that got popular off of the Child's Play remake, but I just know mainly of 3C Films and Jimmy Champagne, who really got popular off of this topic. And then there's me, of course, who gained, I want to say I gained at least 3,000 subs doing this content. I've gained a lot of subs doing this stuff, though. I just gained 6,000, so that's definitely, that means a lot to me. It mind blows me that so many people want to watch my content. It's been such a crazy journey. I'm not sure if it's Cult of Chucky kind of crazy, but it might just be that. I'm kind of leaning towards the fact that it's probably crazier than Cult for a couple reasons. The Child's Play remake is going to theaters. I've had mixed opinions throughout the whole entire thing. I went from hating it to, feeling like, okay, not bad, to absolutely loving it, to hating it again, and then to loving it again. It's just a huge, just roller coaster of emotions. And then there's the fact that this is a remake. And this is actually, here's something that you guys will find interesting. I did this is what really pissed me off, was when I made this video, and it was top 10 things that I love about Chucky. It was something like that. And I think the 10th spot, or somewhere on the list, I said, Chucky's never been rebooted. Something important to note about this franchise is, it's one of the only horror franchises that haven't been rebooted. That is right, no remakes at all, and I think, that's good. I mean, yes, there's Curse that brought the whole series back to its roots, but that's not a remake. That's a revival, and it was a pretty good one at that. And I just want to express how great it is that Child's Play haven't been rebooted, which there's nothing wrong with the Child's Play reboots. I know Dom Mancini was wanting to do one, but I think he's kind of retracted that idea a little bit. But I'm glad that Chucky hasn't been rebooted, because I think it's nice that, the whole franchise is fresh and not trying to retell the story, which there's nothing wrong with reboots. I think some reboots are pretty good. For example, the Dawn of the Dead reboots. But a lot of reboots flop too, so I'm glad that Child Play didn't get this treatment. And pretty much saying that, yeah, it's awesome. This franchise, one of the reasons this franchise is so awesome, because it hasn't managed to get rebooted yet. But I want to say, about a week or two after I made that video, there's news about a fucking reboot. And at the time, I'm like, didn't I just make a video saying that this wasn't gonna be happening? And then here's news on it happening. And at the time, it irritated me, and I was worried. I mean, any true fan should be worried, because we've seen this happen to Friday the 13th, The Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Some films that make it out okay, some films make it out, very successful, and some films just fucking flop, like A Nightmare on Elm Street. So for anyone who thought I was crazy for at least worrying a little bit about this remake, then don't think I'm too crazy, because this kind of stuff happens to remakes all the time. A lot of the time, these remakes look promising, we go to see them, they're just complete garbage. I hope that this remake isn't like that, but there's one thing to be learned from this whole situation, is to be more open to the idea of stuff like this. Like, when I heard about it, I was not too happy at all. I know Dom Mancini isn't. Hopefully, Dom Mancini could go see this movie and appreciate it. I really hope that, because that'd be awesome. If he says, I just wanted to go see the remake, it's actually really good, that would be great. But the lesson to be learned here is that give movies a chance. Sometimes even if it sounds terrible, or even if it seems like a cash grab, because this movie seemed like a cash grab to me. But even all that aside, there's a chance that it could still be good. And something that really bothered me about this remake is the marketing. I mean, actually, I like the marketing. Don't get me wrong. The marketing was great. But the problem I have with it is all the constant trailers, all the constant TV spots, instead of keeping everything under wraps. I felt like they did way too many instead of keeping the movie more mysterious. I think they should have just, released a couple trailers, a couple TV spots, maybe one sneak peek clip, like that peekaboo clip was a perfect sneak peek clip, and then just leave it at that. No more. But they keep releasing more and more stuff, and the movie's about to come out, and, for me at least, I'm going to see it today. But, on Friday is when it releases to everyone that isn't getting it early, and it's like, stop, relax. And then the Toy Story stuff, which was cool at first, and then it just got kind of repetitive and annoying for me. I don't like it, because they just kept doing it. And it's like, yeah, I get that you're marketing against Toy Story, and you go back to back, but I don't like this. Like, I don't feel it at all. I think it's just kind of uncalled for. But for those who like it, that's your opinion. I'm not a huge fan of it. Some of them were cool, but then it just kind of got annoying for me after a while. But overall, this remake went from me just completely not liking the idea of it at all to it possibly proving me wrong, and I hope it can prove me wrong. I will be doing a review very soon when I go see it. After I get back, I'm doing a review. I'm pretty excited to review it for you guys and give you guys my thoughts on, if I like this movie or not. I'm thinking about taking a notepad and a pen into the theater with me so that I can write down stuff, and pretty much so that I have everything that I need to talk about for the review. Because I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler and a spoiler review. Non-spoiler reviews coming first, obviously. But I just wanted to just take a moment to appreciate this journey we've been on. All the behind-the-scenes images, the leak stuff, the copyright strike, which I fucking hated, but, not much I could do about it. I mean, it's done and over with. And I don't even have the strike anymore, so it don't matter. The roller coaster of emotions going from, hating it to loving it, to kind of hating it again to loving it. Just that kind of thing. DC Films' popularity, JB Champagne's popularity, the growth of my channel, the growth of Josh's channel, the growth of Chucky Fan 101's channel. There's just a lot to appreciate from this. Don't worry, I have content coming for you guys. So even though this remake is about to be out, I have content on the way for you guys. I'm not going to leave you guys dry on content. I want to make sure you guys are entertained no matter what. So don't worry at all. Chucky vs. Lappy 3, Child's Play Revival. I have a little mini series kind of thing I want to do that involves horror movies that you guys might like. I can't say too much on it, but I think you guys will like that. And then I also have a series that I'm planning about games, a series where I talk about video games, and most of the time it'll be horror games, but sometimes it might not be. But I have content like that coming out, and then there's also, I would be talking about Charles still, the Chucky TV show, the Chucky Friend Till the End game, Terrifier 2. There's still stuff to talk about, so don't worry. If you're worried that I won't have much content to make after this remake comes out, I have my review out and all that wonderful stuff. Don't worry, guys. I still have stuff that I will be able to do. I won't be completely dry on content. I already have stuff planned that I want to do. So do not worry, guys. If you guys enjoyed this little retrospective kind of video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. And definitely subscribe to Become a Slasher, all social media links, and my merch down in the description below. And yeah, guys, I'm going to be seeing this remake. Look out for a review very soon. I will be reviewing it on the channel. And don't forget, guys, to keep on slashing.
I'm slaying these bitches, rolling with Tiffany. And after that, I'm breaking your bed in until it's rickety. Everybody's laughing and thinking that my abilities are limited. Diminutive size is hurting efficiency. But it isn't further from the truth. I hide in plain sight things I couldn't do if you and me were the same height.